Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Up and Adam. I am Adam. I am very excited, actually, about this particular podcast. And that's a beautiful feeling. Let me explain why. I've come across this man through Instagram, and that's one of the things that I actually love about social media. I didn't know anything about him. I've just come across one of his reels, instantly thought I loved it. A real open share. Looks like a deep dude. He looks like he's kind of been through it, like a lot of us have. And more importantly, has come out the other side and redirected his life. Very excited to chat with this man. Please welcome Slade Hall. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother.
How are you?
Nice to be here. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm doing well. A little bit nervous. I don't know why. There's something there.
You were nervous a minute ago.
No, I wasn't. Then got introduced. No, thank you for the intro, bro. I tend to forget who I am sometimes, and I just get caught up in doing the do and doing the work. So really keen to dive deep and see where we end up today.
Sweet, man. I might get you to chuck that mic at the bottom of your chin nice and close. Yeah, get it as close as you can.
Bit of ASMR.
Yeah. I'll say that now before it goes on for too long. But yeah, cool, man. Well, thank you very much for joining me. It means a lot, especially when I kind of reach out to people and we don't know each other, or the whole thing is a bit like you said. Yeah, you know, you can be kind of nervous. So, and I respect that for different people that I've had on. So I really, really appreciate your time, man. And yeah, I have a feeling that we are going to be having a good chat. And we just grabbed a coffee just to break the ice slightly.
Yeah.
Gets my buzz going in the morning. Hopefully not too much. And yeah, looking to have a yarn, mate. So let's go back a little bit and kind of more so, I guess, from what I would have seen on that reel. Which I am going to sort of like repost after we chat and stuff so people can kind of see what I'm talking about. But like, who were you as a kid and where did you grow up, and where maybe in your own time when things kind of took more of a dark turn, if we can like go into that, and then we'll bring the energy and the vibes back up again.
So, man, I was born in South Africa.
Okay.
And moved over to Brisbane when I was 7 with my mum and dad and my sister. Yeah, South Africa was rough, bro. Like as we see on the news, it's not far off what we see with crime. I've lost family members with crime over there. A tough life, and moving over here, very grateful for it. There's so much opportunity, man. I found myself struggling a bit in like fitting in with other kids at school.
Okay.
I don't know whether it was a thing with South Africa or maybe just how my brain's wired. I'm not too sure. But at age 12, my parents split up, and that was probably a turning point for my life. It's like, who am I? I felt like I was in the middle of like a bit of chaos.
Yeah. Okay.
My coping strategy was drinking very young. So I think 14, 15 started drinking.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity at 14. Weed came in very fast, just always out doing something. I needed to, all of that stems from escapism. I don't like my situation. How can I get away from it? How can I put a pause on the feelings? How can I put a pause on my reality and just change it through sex, through drugs, through alcohol, through fishing, through whatever the thing was.
Yeah.
Had a great time doing it, but it wasn't actually dealing with the stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, years went on, man, and by age 18, self-harm was now my new way of escaping. The drinking, the drugs, the alcohol wasn't enough. So using razors to self-harm myself was a way that I used, and found peace in the pain that was physical, because it wasn't pain mental.
Wow.
I didn't know what all of that meant at the time. But in hindsight, what it was is I didn't understand who I was. I didn't understand why I was here, like what brought me to this planet, and what am I meant to do with all of this? I was asking these like big, I guess, existential crisis questions, like who am I? What's my purpose? What's the meaning of life? No one could give me a straight answer. So again, I didn't like that reality. I didn't like the reality that I was living. How could I not be there? How could I not experience it?
Yeah, right.
So suicidal ideation came in. Multiple attempts were the only way that I felt some sort of, maybe honestly, some sort of adrenaline, some sort of feeling other than the big questions.
Yeah, okay.
And I found comfort in the sadness, comfort in the struggle, comfort in the depression, comfort in the lull. It was a very victim mindset that I just dwelled in, if you know what I mean.
Looking back now, I wonder like if that was actually comfort to you, or if that was just you had no other option. You know what I mean? Like that was just that's where you went. That's where your head went.
I think I didn't want to see the other options.
Yeah, okay.
I think we've all got options. I think we've all got choice, no matter who we are and the cards that we've been dealt with. But I feel by age maybe 17 or 18, it's like everything before that age happened to you. Like it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fault what happened in your childhood. It's not on you at all. But there comes a time where it's not your fault, but you've been dealt this. It's now your responsibility to do what you need to do with it. It's the responsibility to, okay, these are the cards I've been dealt with. This is my childhood situation. This is my family situation. This is what I've been brought into. What do I do with this now?
Yeah.
It doesn't define us.
That's a good point. Really good point.
And it's
the awareness of kind of knowing that, especially at a younger age, because I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people don't even come to that realization. You know, when you kind of look at yourself in the mirror and go, "I've been dealt a shit hand," or from previous experience, but now this is on me too. I can stay like this, or I can change things.
Yeah, man. There was a lot there. The turning point, and I guess the realization of this isn't working anymore. I can't really put it on one exact moment, but it was multiple things, from relationships that didn't work. I guess just before one of the relationships that didn't work, before the ending of it, sorry, I put all of my energy into her, into the relationship, right?
Yep.
Going back to the question of who am I? What am I meant to? What's my purpose? How do I do life? Instead of figuring that out within myself, that's a person.
Yeah.
Oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
She's giving my needs. Awesome. Like we can build a life together. She can become my purpose.
She'll just take all of that on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can provide that. She can take it on. I can take her stuff on. Magic. But again, that was a level of escapism of like, hey, I'm not going to look at my stuff. I want to help her.
Yeah.
And she was going through some pretty challenging times regarding like a medical situation. So always in and out of the hospital. And that to me was great because I could be there and support her.
Yeah. Okay.
It fulfilled that part of me. It's like, okay, I can be that guy.
Yeah.
I can be the savior.
You can put yourself on hold.
Exactly.
And then I've got something else to concentrate on now.
That's it, man.
Yeah, good point.
So I think a lot of men do that.
Yeah, for sure.
We like to provide. It's fulfilling. It gives us a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
But it's the realization that, like, who are we without the partner? Who are we without the kid? Who are we without the job role? Who are we at the core? Like, strip back all the materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
Who's that person? What are the characteristics that they bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that learning was through, I was introduced into the space of what we call men's work. So working with guys when I was, I think, 18 or 19, working with guys that were 40, 50, 60 years old who had gone through pretty traumatic times with divorce, um, and everything that can come with it in Australia
Okay.
with court cases and the legal side of things. Losing businesses, losing houses, losing family, like trauma, I would call it. And I use that word. I don't use that word lightly because trauma is like life-changing shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was a participant on multiple events with guys like this.
Yeah, wow.
So I've got guys that are double and triple my age, and these guys I looked up to as like father figures in a way.
Okay.
So learning from them and how they do life, how they process emotions, how they work through their trauma. To me, I'm like, sweet, I'm not even close to traumatized, man. I was a bit sad.
Oi, quick pause. If you're getting something out of these conversations, that's the whole point. Different people, different stories, but a reminder that we're not alone. So please hit subscribe, share with your mates. There's plenty more coming. And it makes me look a lot more professional than I am. Back into it.
Which helped put it into perspective, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's not that deep after all.
Yeah, yeah.
And then realizing, sweet, I can actually change my life.
Mm.
A lot of these processes were based on like rites of passage. So going from boy to man, all the woo woo stuff, basically.
Yeah,
that
okay.
Most of the general public will kind of be judgmental of because it's very unique.
Mm.
But that changed everything, man, because it helped me understand it's okay the way you're feeling as a man. It's okay. Everything that you've gone through is okay, but it doesn't define you.
Yeah.
That message was being shared with guys that were 40, 50, going through the real crisis.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it fast-tracked everything that I wanted to become.
Man, that's massive for you to, that's really cool. Even like a lifesaver, literally for you to be around that sort of group as that reminder, like I can work on myself now at this point of my age instead of knowing that there's 50-year-old men, which is a lifetime away from where you were at, and they're having the same struggles. So like it's, it must have been a good reminder to be like, I want to start making changes sooner than later.
It was massive, man. It was really sad to see those guys
Mm.
go through those things, and I think it was supportive for me, almost being like a son to some of them, and then them being like father figures to me. So
Yeah, wow.
the bond was really supportive,
Yeah, for sure.
and I found myself getting to a point where I was delivering master classes within the space, so teaching these guys about things that I just learned and picked up through books and podcasts. And the one we did was about love languages. To me, this was just like some simple concept. Yeah, you got your 5 love languages. Happy days. We'll share this with the guys. They're all double, triple my age, but they're receiving the value.
Yeah.
To me, it was a bit of an ego booster, but also to be received from and to earn respect from men of age, it was massive. And a lot of people, I couldn't relate to anyone under 30, under 25. It's like, one, because I was so used to these high level conversations, and two, because their problems are, I didn't get the right beer at the pub, or
Yeah, okay.
I need money for drugs. It's like, I don't, my I guess frequency or the way I'm operating in life, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah.
The conversations are, how can we be better men to improve community and society?
Yeah.
I don't care about your beer.
Chuck that mic near your mouth, man. Sorry.
You're
Sorry
fine, bro.
Sorry to
You're
cut
fine.
you off. You're just speaking up fire at the moment, so I want to make sure it sounds good for the people to hear. Yeah,
good,
I love
bro.
that, bro. I love that. Well
Yeah.
done. That's amazing.
Thank
Carry
you,
on.
man.
So we're what age are we at now?
So that was between 18 and 20, 21.
Yeah,
something like
okay.
that.
Yeah, wow.
So introduced into the space of self-development and very like deep self-development.
Yeah.
Work like childhood trauma type stuff. How can we work through emotions where we're running and co-facilitating breath works?
That's amazing.
Massive amounts of trauma that guys were working through.
Yeah, wow.
I was exposed to that on a really intense level which for probably 2 years. So I was doing I ended up doing the videography, the content creation for all of this. I was like your mate, a little 16-year-old dude,
Yeah.
running around like a crazy person, man, helping just share this impact
So
on
good.
socials. It was massive.
So good.
So my brain was trained to just, how can I be a better version of myself? How can I share and help other guys become better versions of themselves
Yeah, wow.
constantly?
And in doing that, you help yourself, eh?
Exactly, man.
And the more you sort of you get into it more and more, then the more you realize you're helping yourself, and then it just creates that pathway.
massive.
Yeah, that's so good. I'm
I
so glad to
found
hear that.
I was living in Bali for like 4 months while
Okay.
doing all of this, like typical thing.
Sweet.
Which was awesome, man. It was a big realization that when I used to work maybe 100-hour weeks or something doing the content creation, it was the main focus. How can I help myself? How can I make a bit of cash? How can I help others? And then went over to Bali and took 1 week off. I was like, man, I just need to chill. I
Yeah.
was spending more time behind the laptop than actually enjoying Bali. Took the week off, and I think I grossed between sales with coaching clients and the content creation like $10,500 or something. And I say that because the realization there was like I stopped working so hard, and I started focusing on how can I enjoy myself, how can I connect with people, and how can I more lead with the heart in a way. How can I slow down and work smart rather than hard? It was such a weird realization. And that really, it set a standard for me from an emotional point of view. It's like, what did I do in that situation? Not about the money. The money was a bonus. What did I do and how did I feel in that situation that helped me create abundance?
Yeah.
Which was awesome, man. So I got like that there helped almost integrate the stuff that I was learning in the space of the men's work. It's like, cool, all of this is great, but why go and teach all of these guys about the stuff if I'm not integrating it? Why talk about the love languages if I'm still single and resenting women and just focusing on work, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's not healthy, it's not ethical. And I found myself towards the back end of the 2 years just like resenting all self-development. Like all these fucking hippies, these woo-woo people, like, man, get a bit of a reality check. It was just, I became so resentful and bitter to the thing that saved my life. Because I drank too much of the Kool-Aid too fast.
Okay.
And I immersed myself in all of it. It's almost like if you go traveling a lot, right? You go and staying at heaps of hotels. But if you were to travel full time, it's not a great. It's just like, oh, this is just my life.
Yeah. Okay.
So you just become accustomed to doing the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah. Righto. Yep.
With FIFO, we're going on a plane again. Yeah, that's just life. But to some people, they've never been on a plane, or they go on a plane twice a year.
Yeah. Good point. Yep.
So becoming accustomed to the world of self-development and all that comes with it, it just got too much. So I said, I'm getting out of all of this, and things weren't aligning. Some things happened within the space that, again, were preaching something but not integrating it. Preaching how to be a better man, but some people not being better men. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
It just got a bit clunky, and there was barnacles all
Yeah.
over it.
I hear you. I understand that. Yep.
So sent myself broke, man, just doing all the courses and the self-development and stuff like that. And I lived in a house that I was renovating, and on a single mattress on the floor, man, and just tapping away with things. And then realized, like, I got to make the move. Like, what's this next step? Who am I? How do I make another level? How do we make a comeback? What's the next chapter? And that was then, okay, it's time to integrate everything. We spoke about Ikigai before. So Ikigai, the Japanese concept for purpose, for fulfillment, for enlightenment. The modern version, what you're good at, what you love, what the world needs, and then what you can be paid for. So I looked at all of the things, what are my things? And at that point, what I was good at was talking to people, connecting people, learning new things, adapting. Um, what I love, I wanted to help people. I enjoyed the construction side of things, right? How can I help people? Wasn't really sure about that one just yet.
Okay.
How can I make money? And in that point was, okay, it's FIFO. I had been in exploration and stuff like that. We used to do drilling and all of that when I was in between the self-development world. But I needed to make the big move.
Mm-hmm.
So just jumped ship over to WA, man. Did the drive over.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, and just fully sent it. It's like I just need to make some money. I know this is the next chapter, and I got to figure some stuff out, but I just don't know what it looks like yet.
Yep.
And now a year on from being here in Perth, I've connected the dots. And I'm still figuring it all out, but connected the dots in the sense of the being on the tools was a step forward, but now we've got health and safety, we've got the work within Happiness Co, and then building a few things on the other side. We've got a FIFO brotherhood that I've just brought to the table to help like-minded guys within FIFO have an R&R that's actually fulfilling, that makes progress.
Awesome, man.
Um,
That's a busy year.
man.
That's a lot. That's
So
so
it's-
good.
who the answers to the who am I is, how can I integrate all the things that I've learned? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Health and safety. I'm making stupid money for a huge amount of responsibility, but physically not much work, which gives me time to focus on the gym, focus on physical fitness, because my mind is so occupied with that. That gives me the money. Helping people and a bit of cash within the Happiness Co space. I love it. I'm good at it. We've got the podcast happening, and then the FIFO brotherhood. That's just what can I give back to the other guys.
Yeah.
We've got an R&R reset, which is like a program over an R&R where we then build out how you can actually have a progressive, successful R&R.
Okay.
From a money side of things, there's a bit there,
Yeah.
but it's more about how can I give back to people, to the world.
That's awesome.
So it's constantly bouncing around between that concept of Ikigai. But I've learned it's okay to be good at lots of things. It's okay to be a jack of all trades as long as you lean into all the parts that you are good at.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got weaknesses, but they get cancelled out when I just focus on my strengths.
Yeah.
And we can delegate to the people that are good at other things. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
So
Yeah, I
that
love
was a roundabout. It's a roundabout story there, man.
Yeah, you handle that. You handle that very well, my man. Very well indeed. It's a great story. If we just backtrack quickly, how long after your breakup with your girlfriend, well, like, what did that look like exactly, and how did that make you feel? Was that like a end of the world sort of situation at the time? And is that what led to the move to Perth? Like, yeah, can you just speak into that? Because I've been there before plenty of times, and yeah, it hits others. It hits some men more than others, you know.
It was the first thought I had was, well, I went back to the old patterns. So the breakup happened. What is my normal operating procedure? It was, I'm suicidal. I've got to not be around anymore. I've lost my purpose. I've lost the other part of me, right? The woman that completed me, my other half, my better half, whatever I wanted to label her. But then I had a choice. So it was actually on Hamilton Island. We had just moved up there.
Wow.
To work and like set life up. Best place for a breakup, to be honest, man.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Because you look around, it's like there's beauty everywhere.
Yeah, paradise.
Paradise completely, man. So again, it was the choice. It's like, okay, Slade, you can either go back to old habits, the patterns before you want to die, then go do the thing, right? But that's not actually what I want. So I thought I'm at a fork in the road. I can go the old way or find this new way, which is uncomfortable, but who knows what's there. So I used it as a fuel for probably 2 years. Um, she actually wrote a list of all the things that didn't work for her within the relationship, which was a unique way of responding from her side of things. I looked at that list and okay, some of those are valid. Most of them are projection; they're just a judgment.
Okay.
But I use that as almost a list of like, okay, cool. The things that she saw in me that weren't so good that I do agree with. I was selfish at times. I was judgmental of others because I was judgmental of myself. I looked at all of these things and just said, "Sweet, how can I make that change within myself?" It's not about her. It's about how can I be better for me. The byproduct eventually will be I'll be better for others. But it was how can I use this as a fuel to just become the best version of myself for myself? Um, Trying not to say fuck you to her, which was one of the hardest things, man,
Yeah, for sure.
from a fuel point of view.
Yeah.
So it was drowning myself in work on myself. Where do I put my money to the coaches? Who do I need to have the conversations with? How do I fucking cry more? Like, what are the things that I need to do to just make progress in like a holistic manner, if that makes sense?
Just quickly, was there like no negotiating with the breakup, or did you kind of understand where she was coming from and you just accepted it and said, okay, we're done? Is that kind of what it looked like?
It was clunky for probably like a month. Um, well, this would give you a bit more context. A month before, I went on a 3-day like workshop where we went and understood more about ourselves as men, like a workshop out in the bush, escape from absolutely everything to learn how to be better blokes. I came back and from that realized that I'm not the greatest dude. I'm not feeling really good about myself, and sometimes that affects the relationship.
Yeah.
So I started behaving a bit differently. I had a bit more assertiveness in myself, and that it rubbed off on the relationship. So we were a bit clunky, and of course, moving to Hamilton Island like it changes things up. So when it came to the breakup, I wanted to keep going. I wanted to push through this. It's just a clunky stage, but
Okay.
it the more I pushed, the more she kind of walked away.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
more she didn't. It didn't feel like she wanted it. Um, I I look at it from a really logical point of view now. Um, the medical side of things, definitely from what she went through, and I won't share the details on it, but what she went through definitely changed her emotionally, um, on like a core level. So I can't I can't blame her for her emotion shifting, which is a way to honestly cope with it. It's There's a choice, but if the body changes uh, through medical procedure, I don't think we always have a choice. On an emotional level, things just change, like on the core level. Um, Having that that was the way that's what I kept telling myself to just work through it. It's like, okay, Slade, yes, it's your fault, Slade. I've messed some things up, and medical procedure happened. Like, it's not all on you.
Do you look back now and be like, that had to happen?
100%.
Yeah. Cool. That's Yeah, that's massive. That
Yeah.
that sort of owning that, and the reason why I wanted to kind of go a bit deeper with that, just because I know how hard it can hit men,
Yeah.
how hard it's hit me. My divorce, I don't remember ever being quite as down as that, and the age I was at, and sort of like, yeah, like you said, losing your purpose and losing your partner and things. Am I not worthy? To be honest, I've been kind of speaking into this a little bit lately, just a short version, and sort of the more people I speak to, it's really cool because I'm learning a bit more about myself. And when I think back to my marriage, I'm only kind of still learning things right now about no wonder she didn't want to fucking be with me. And at the time, I thought she was the crazy one, you know, and which is great because we can learn from it and we can own it. And yeah, and a bit slight overshare. It's like I've never broken up with a girlfriend before, and I've had a lot of partners. And I've always been the one that's broken up to. So maybe deep down, and I have, oh, I guess maybe commitment issues, like going back into it again, just because I know it's only a matter of time until I'm going to get broken up with again, which is a pretty sad way to look at it. But it's kind of all I know, and it's all I did know. You know what I mean? I'm a different person now than what I was, and a year now of being single since my last girlfriend, and it's been the biggest year of my life as far as growth goes, and realizing as well. And I know some guys in a relationship, and it's almost like if they think that the relationship's over, it's like, I hate that woman. She's off my social. She's off that. They're depressed. It's like, man, it doesn't need to be like that. Like, not everyone needs to be together forever. You know, you just meet someone, you have that beautiful time together. That's great. And then not everything is meant to last. You just take what was great from that relationship. Again, easier said than done for a lot of people, but it's kind of where I'm at. It's like I've got a different view on it, and you meet someone that's great, and it could only be a 3-month thing, and that meant something to me for whatever reason. She's beautiful, so much respect. See you later. Good way to be.
Definitely, man. It's the one thing my dad actually shared with me. We had some clunky times through the drugs and alcohol there, but we're best friends nowadays,
Oh, wicked.
which is
Yeah.
everything. So grateful for. We actually did a podcast last week.
Yeah, nice.
I flew him in. He's in Indonesia. I flew him in to be on the podcast, which was awesome.
Oh, how
with
good.
Happiness Co.
Yeah, sweet.
But one thing that really stuck with me that he randomly said, probably when I was 15 or something, it was to do with responsibility. So with breakups and with struggles that we have, most of the time we will react out of emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I'm angry at her because she did this, or I'm sad because of this, or I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'll have that drink, or take that drug, or like go hook up with another person to just get back at them. Whatever people do,
Yep.
it is all a reaction, and that comes from an emotional side of things.
Yeah.
So if what I've learned is feel the emotion, like react emotionally, but the behavioral aspect is responsibility.
Mm.
But responsibility, it's not. I get confused with what responsibility means, so I flip it around, and it's the ability to respond. So it's okay. She said that thing. Okay, maybe she's on her period, man. Maybe she's emotionally distraught at the moment. Who knows?
Mm.
Maybe it's not about me. Maybe I'm not the center of of all living things, man. Maybe it's
Yeah.
not about me.
Yeah, yeah.
So ability to respond, it's like, okay, that emotion's coming up. I'm feeling a bit sad. Okay, cool, man. Well, if I need to cry, that's sweet. I'll give myself 10 minutes,
Yeah.
right? If I need to have a call with one of the boys, like make the call to the right person. How do I respond to this?
Mm.
That has changed the game, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it's less about like a stoic view. It's more about like, it's not that deep, man. Like, yes, it hurts and it sucks a bag of dicks, but it's okay.
Mm.
How do I respond to it? It's there's like a flow. There's like a like be like water. What did he? Is it Jackie Chan or one of those guys?
That does sound like Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard him talk about water.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like just adapt to the thing. It's inevitable that we're gonna feel some sort of a pain physically, mentally, emotionally till the day we die.
Mhm.
Right? It is inevitable. But the perspective on it, the perception on the pain, the view that we see the pain, the way we can respond to it, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great place where you've in this last year for me, or a couple of years or whatever, let's say a year, kind of what you were saying, I've got to a point where it's a beautiful thing when I feel down and I come out of it. Or even when I'm in the down part, instead of letting it get on top of me like it used to, and that could last fucking God knows however long it had to last, or how long I believed it needed to last, it's almost smiling through that time at that point, and just accepting like this is life, like what you were saying, and these are the ups and downs. And when you feel down sometimes, just know that you're going to get through it. You don't need to sit there for that long. Accept it and try and smile through it and be like, there's growth that's going to come from this, and they're just the waves that everyone goes through. And it's crazy. And the reason why I kind of I go backtrack and say, oh, I want to ask some questions with you and stuff. It's because very relatable to my story so far, bro. To be honest, everything very similar. How old are you?
23.
Yeah, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought you were older than that. Yeah, the realization which I got to, my growth part, that wasn't that long ago for me. Now I joined a men's group as well, and that changed who I am, and just being surrounded by positive dudes into their fitness, but also to speak openly in front of each other. Never had that. Never had that. All I've had are my sort of high school mates. They were my party mates. You know what I mean? They're the guys, if I call up, we're getting on it. We're not like having a deep chat at the park. And that's what I had for a long time until I kind of, and I love those guys still. It just, I'm not at that level, and whatever I do now, I want it to, shape where I want to go from this point forward. And but that men's group for me was a huge thing. I was like, man, there's some like big jack dudes and stuff, and my age, younger, older, but just owning it and owning what they've been through. Some guys sharing things that they have never told anyone in their whole life, things that happened to them, not great things as a kid, sharing it in front of this group, and just like knowing that you're not alone and walking away from those events. And a lot of fitness in those weekends, a lot of fitness, a lot of like team building with these men, open circle shares. I fucking walked out of there and I was a different person, like literally. And that was over in Brisbane, like a few different events I've been to. And I just come back and it's like all those little things I'm so proud of myself for doing. And where I'm at now, connecting, meeting people like you and just having these chats, it's like, it's priceless. Yeah. It's amazing.
The men's work is, it changes the game, man. And we put the label men's work, but it really is just humans connecting without the mask.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, who are we at the core without the gunk, without the labels? Like, everyone's got ADHD nowadays, right? It's like, shut up, man. Like, I'm Slade, but I'm not Slade with X label.
Mm-hmm.
You're just another dude.
Yeah.
And it's who I feel like, when we can remove the labels, when we can remove the role, when we can remove everything that is on the resume, is on the bio, on the socials, whatever. It's like, who do we show up as? And the more we can do that, whether it's in the men's workspaces, whether it's you're out shopping and you see an old lady and you help her with her trolley, right? Just completely random things. It's I feel like the more we are ourselves without the mask, the scarier it is, but the more growth that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I find we're constantly trying to sell ourselves in all the rooms that we walk into, in the sense of, I want to either get something from this person, or whether it's a really awesome chat, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's to be heard, like whatever the thing is, we in a way have to sell ourselves to receive that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to. I would rather sell the version of me that has less of a mask on.
Yeah, for sure.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
Whether that means, hey, great to meet you, I'm here for this opportunity. Like owning what we want to bring to the table, owning that what we want to get from people.
Yeah.
Because if we beat around the bush, or we constantly wearing that mask, it comes across really, I don't know, man. There's something there. It's just, there's an energy there that's a little bit clunky. It's a bit.
And then also by being yourself just throughout, it's they're going to be your people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they'll get rid of the people that aren't supposed to be your people. And it's like, you either like me or this is me. You're either on board or you're not. And when you kind of accept that, because I used to have a bit of a problem with people didn't like me. It's like, how can you not like me? You know what I mean? Like that's sort of, it seems crazy to think now, but it's like, and maybe they it's not that they don't like me. They're just like, I'm good. I don't need another mate. You know what I mean? Like, and then just being yourself and your authentic self. It's like that will give you sort of your direction where you're supposed to go and the people who are supposed to be around you. Yeah, it's cool.
Massive, man. It's massive. There's a book, No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yep, I was recommended to read it, so I listened to the Audible book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that hit home very hard for me for a lot of things.
Yeah, man. That changed everything. That was part of a course that we did, and breaking that whole entire book down. I don't think I get bored reading, bro. The
Yep.
Audible's great, but I get bored. Like, I think it's more about if somebody can't be bothered to read the book, don't be a pushover. Don't feel like you have to walk on eggshells, and rather just be a good bloke. Like,
Yeah,
be a gentleman.
short
Show
version.
up.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
wish those like
short
9-hour
version.
reads were like, can you just give me half an hour? And a lot of
Bro,
them can be like that.
100%.
Because I was like, that was losing me a little bit, the book. And I like Audible books, but when it is a little bit monotone, it instantly, in the way my brain works, if this guy's got a boring voice, unlike yourself, might I add, great voice. Yeah, I can be like, oh, this is going to be a fucking struggle. Dr. Pienza, whatever his name was, Joe Pienza. Someone's like, you got to read this. 30 seconds into it, not a chance in hell. Not a fucking chance in hell. It's like a robot. Meh. And I was like, nah. Anyway, but yeah, but I remember I was at the gym, I listened to it, and I was like, oh, it's losing me here. But the 20-minute version of that, or even a 5-minute version, it could have been really short. And those points are key. And then I realized, fuck, I was a nice guy. That's probably what how my marriage broke up. Maybe that's how every fucking relationship of mine has broken up. I thought I was the nice guy. Give what they want. Smile. We'll do whatever you want to do. I don't yell because that's not nice to yell at women. I respect women. I'm the nice guy. This guy's cut me off. Oh shit! Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. And this is a pretty big overshare, and for me to like admit it. But not looking back at it, I was just like, I was scared to have those tough conversations when it came to my girlfriends and my wife, because I was scared that it would escalate and I would lose them and be by myself again. So if I can see that she's pissed off, I'm like, fuck, she wants to go here. I'll just sneak out, or I'll watch a movie thinking that that's going to diffuse the situation. That's just pissed her off more. And a week later, that argument is now worse. And then it'll go like that. And it's a realization that I never had about myself. Probably a lot of that came from hearing my parents fighting. My parents broke up when I was 12 also. And yeah, again, getting back to recognizing shit as when we were a kid. And it's just like, man, you can let things fuck you up, or I can smile at that and own that and tell you exactly what I've just learned about myself and be like, my next relationship, I'm almost looking forward to it because I'm going to be a different partner. And I'm so used to I'm getting used to being by myself now that if I say something and she doesn't like it and it ends up in a breakup, we weren't meant to be. Whew, that fucking went deep, didn't it?
That's where the magic happens, bro. That's not oversharing is a load of crock. So thank you for going there, man. I feel like most guys are nice guys, or the nice guy syndrome, if we put a label on it, right? And I think a lot of that stems from a lack of control. If I can't, we definitely can't control anyone else's emotion. I don't want to get hurt. What can I control? I'll control the TV, right?
Yeah.
I can't control her. Let her be how she is.
Yeah.
And being aware of these things is what really helps. Having mentors, having books that we read or podcasts, and consuming a lot of this information helps with our awareness. And the next step, which I think is the necessary step, is how can we integrate it? And I say that because I spent like a couple of years learning all about the relationships, how to be better, how to listen to the podcast, the books, all of that. Cool. A lot of that is actually just mental masturbation, unless I go out and actually pursue a relationship with things I've learned.
Yeah, exactly.
Which happened recently, which was unique, man.
Love it. Go for it.
Oh, it was. It ended like a couple of weeks ago, bro. Honestly,
Okay.
I found I'm attracted to older women because they are women
Yeah.
and they're not girls.
Yeah.
misjudged. I found I stepped into the relationship almost out of desperation. So I'm getting attention. It's been so long.
For
Woo.
sure. Yep.
And went back to old patterns of I'll be the savior. I'll just be a bit of a nice guy and like this will work. Bouncing, but because and that was hard because I'm used to being more assertive, taking more of a lead in my own life, doing my own thing, being more independent. But then I found a lot of what I used to do was something as simple as giving advice rather than just hearing them out, right? So what I started doing was, okay, yeah, she would talk a lot, right? Okay, do you want to be heard? Do you want to be heard or do you want advice? Because I'm busy right now. I want to give you my full attention.
Mm-hmm.
When during that time, I think it was a month and a half or something, dating this woman. It was very hard to help her understand what that meant. We're on different wavelengths with things. So I found I entered it just to have a bit of fun and see what happens, but started realizing, okay, this is something serious. What do I really want within this relationship? Is this going to work? Do we align, right? Where's this all going? And man, honestly, and I haven't really shared this with anybody, I had felt in that month and a half, I was the most frustrated, the most mentally drained, the most sleep deprived, the most caffeinated that I have been for years.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I thought I just needed to kind of walk through the glass and then we'll get on the other side. And I say this all with a lot of accountability because she's her own person and like she was dancing through like a bit of self-discovery and stuff like that. But the positive that came out of all of that was the clarity of who I want in a partner, the standards that I want. When I know what I want, and I feel most men will relate to this, but when I know what I want in general in life, when I'm clear on where I need to go, holy shit, man, I don't even know how I'm going to get there, but I will get there.
Yeah.
We figure out the how, no matter what it takes. But the times when I've been less clear getting into this relationship just because it's a bit of fun, but not really clear on standards or exactly what I want, then I get I get that energy gets matched. Oh, you're not clear? Well, we're just gonna, the universe, whatever you believe in, will throw a bit of spanners in the works and see what happens. So it was a clunky time, and it was energetically it deprived me of we would call it like the life force. Just putting a lot of energy into the health and safety stuff and the work we're doing with Happiness Co and in socials and building a lot of things, and then add feeling emotionally stretched with somebody that I could share maybe isn't as emotionally aware as I thought she was.
Okay.
Which was really hard to respond to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a massive test for me, emotionally. And it's like, okay, Slade, you've spent 40 grand on all your self-development. Okay, you've gone through these events and men's work, all of this stuff. Put it into action, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really grateful for, man.
Yeah.
Without the work I'd done before,
Yeah. Yeah.
it would have been ugly, so ugly.
And just the realization that, okay, well, yeah, this didn't work. And that, again, it's a great thing to know. And I love talking into relationships and stuff because I find them very interesting for the reason that we can go deep enough in ourselves as one person internally. There's a lot to unpack there. Never mind when you've got two people with different personalities, different wants, needs, and then you try and make that work. Like it's no walk in the park. And for a lot of people out there, so many couples out there where it's just like, she fucking pisses me off. I haven't talked to her in a week and vice versa, but this will do. Or this is marriage and this is our family environment. It's such a shame, you know? And I think it's great that we kind of have gone through these situations where, yeah, you have a different view. And even like what you were saying there, which I liked, it's like sometimes it's hard to work out, do I really like this person and I want to give it a go? Or is it just like the validation thing because they like me and that makes me feel good? Like, to be honest, that's not an easy thing to work out. But I think all I do know is that on this sort of journey that I am, I'm not really going to I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I've got a girlfriend. It's going all right. It's been 3 months. Like, that's not good enough for me. We're either on or we're off. We're going to be all in, or I'm not going to bother. And hopefully, your partner feels the same way. And yeah, it's just kind of knowing where you're at, I guess. Hey, it's not easy to navigate.
It's a dance, bro.
Mm,
It's such a dance. It's I think it's the clarity on who we are, which I don't think, honestly, it doesn't take that much. Like, it's just asking ourselves a few questions,
mm,
like having a mentor, having a coach, doing inner work. Fucking, that could look like journaling, like whatever the thing is, to just gain a bit of understanding of like who we are at the core,
mm,
more so our values. Because if I know that I value a sense of freedom, a bit of spontaneity, but some structure, I value if like some materialistic things, but I also value being like looking at the values of who we are.
mm,
Um, and when somebody else has similar values, I feel like that becomes alignment,
mm,
right? And that the values, if I know that I value being outdoors, but she values being indoors, and we can't compromise, it's just not going to work.
mm.
It's like if I value outdoors and she values gaming, sorry, darling, it's not going to work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, so it's just gaining understanding. It's does she, what does she want? What's the life like? What's the life look like long term?
Mm,
Is it property? Is it living in the city? Like really simple, basic things, but is that going to work?
yeah. Important stuff.
Important stuff.
Instead of like forgetting about that. And yeah,
Yeah.
again, I'll put my hand up and say that as well. Like, if I've met someone in these last few years where it's like, oh, I kind of need someone, or I think that I need someone, and I've got my daughter, and to start all over again, to have a baby, I'm not. No, I think it's a no. That's a no. Like, I'm just kind of happy where I am. But then I'll meet someone and they're a bit younger and they might want to have a baby. Oh, I could have a baby. And then it takes my friends to be like, no, like, you fucking
Yeah.
said no already to me. Don't be like, because already it's like, well, it's not going to end well,
Yeah.
and it's not fair to her because in a few years she might be ready, and I'll be like, no, can I? It just happened to me before. How long do I have to think about it? She goes, I'll give you 6 months. 6 months comes, and I'm like, can I have a few more months? It's like, fuck, what are you doing? I'm just stringing her along. And it's
Yeah.
like, I think it's important to set those goals to begin with before you get like too attached,
Mm.
and work out. So I guess that's what maturity is like, working out what you both want before you commit and go all in. Otherwise, what are you doing? It's wasting someone else's time.
Definitely, man.
Mm,
Gaining that clarity. I think we need to answer those questions ourselves. We need to sit alone in a dark room sometimes and just answer those questions. Get fully clear. Having the non-negotiables.
mm-hmm,
Something if I bring it to the work sense. I don't do night shift. I've done night shift before. I don't give a fuck how much money you want to pay me. I'm not gonna do night shift.
yeah, good for you.
I'll stay back, but I'm not gonna do a whole shift from night shift. That's
Okay,
just what I do.
doesn't work for you.
Doesn't work for me. I value the sense of routine.
Mm-hmm,
I would rather stay with that. Saying no to, I think I got offered. It turned out it was going to be like a 12 grand swing or something stupid, doing eight days and nights
wow.
and a few days or whatever. But I had to tell that was the first swing getting into safety. I said no, like and that was really hard. But having the non-negotiable, I am respecting myself enough to say no. I can't put a price on that thing that I value, and then other people respect us more.
Mm,
Because if I'm not standing up for what I actually believe in, then people will walk over us,
mm-hmm.
and it's not them that are walking; it's us that are letting them walk
Yeah,
over
yeah,
us, right?
yeah. Good
So it's
point.
the more if we look at the nice guy syndrome, the more times we say no, um, I think the more people respect us.
Mm-hmm.
And no is a full sentence. It's okay to just say no. no thanks, or just straight up no.
And by saying no, it looks like we will get to where we want to get to quicker, a more direct path. But I said I don't want that. I said I didn't want that. I want that. And if you keep doing that, kind of, I'm going around in circles a bit. It's like, nah, that's not happening.
I
It's
think
good. I like that.
the assertiveness really helps, man. Again, it's clarity. It's like I haven't, for example, from a mental clarity point of view, I haven't drank for like, I don't know, 3 years or something.
Really?
Which is awesome.
Not a drink.
No, I've had kombucha. That's probably the closest thing.
Yeah,
that gives
wow.
me a
Oh,
bit
cool.
of a buzz. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
good
that
for you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. You just turned it off. You're like, nah, this is not working for me anymore.
No, man. I used to drink to escape and always ended up in my undies and just being an absolute nut.
Yeah, yeah,
So it was, I couldn't just enjoy a drink. We'd get sloshed with a beer bong and
yeah,
enjoyed the time, but again, it was escapism.
yeah. Okay.
So saying no to that was a big thing.
Yeah, cool.
But that was for mental clarity. It's like, how can I prioritize mental clarity? Okay, that thing, I need to remove that to be more clear. Nicotine has been the crutch on and off for years, though. So it used to be smoking and then vaping heaps, and then now it's just bouncing between the nicotine gum and the vape sometime. But what I'm learning is like my priority, I'm valuing mental clarity. It's okay to have the things that kind of create a foggy brain, but what are the things that I can do more of or remove to gain more of the mental clarity? Nicotine sometimes gives me a huge amount of mental clarity.
Yeah, right.
Like if I have 3 coffees and a bit of nicotine, the amount of work I can get done is insane.
Yeah, okay.
But then I also need to know what also gives me mental clarity is just chilling out and doing some things in the car, right? Mental clarity, when I can prioritize mental clarity, I can get more done. I'm more present with people. I create more opportunity. I make more money. I make decisions better. I'm better on the road. Like if I don't have the mental clarity and we live a life that is more foggy, we got more brain fog, we're less clear. I think life it's a blur. Whether it's drinking, whether it's drugs, whatever the thing is, but I feel like that being a priority has changed everything.
Yeah, wow, it's massive. Good for you.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Mate, yeah, I knew that this was going to be a great chat. Like I knew it, and we don't know each other.
Yeah.
I guess we've just chatted through Insta and a few texts back and forth. But I was really looking forward to this chat, and I actually said that to you as well. And I didn't write any notes down, and that's pretty cool because it saves me doing any work. Because I hate writing, I hate working, doing that extra work. I just want to do what we're doing. But it doesn't always work that way. So yeah, and it's kind of blown my mind that you're 23, man. And yeah, I think you've got a massive future ahead of you, and really, really good to connect, man. I really appreciate it. I've got a feeling we're probably going to stay in contact.
100%, man.
I just wanted to chuck that in there. We don't have to end the podcast. I just wanted to chuck that in there before if I forget to say that a bit later. But yeah, no, really cool, man. Really good to connect with you. That's some good shit. Some real good shit. Real good life lessons. Are you looking forward to when the time comes when you meet your next person, or there's no rush with that? You're just doing you until that lucky lady comes along, or are you keen?
I think I don't. I'm keen, 100%, but I don't think she'll just turn up and just arrive like the fucking stories tell us. Like I need to put in work because I tend to. The funny thing with men's work, this isn't the funny bit, but it'll make sense in a second. A lot of the guys get into men's work because a relationship failed or there's been some clunky stuff with relationships.
For sure.
And then we do the breath work or we do the events or we do the Sunday catch-ups. Amazing. And then we feel healed because I've worked through all my relationship trauma and like I'm more connected with myself and I'm more emotionally intelligent. Okay. Now go into a relationship. You're not healed when you're in the relationship, right? Or it's like if somebody thinks, actually Ryan from Project Fellas used this as his caption, I think last year sometime. He said, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family.
Yeah, that's good.
Everything, man, I thought it was gold. I thought it was epic. Because I feel like sometimes the self-development space, the wellness space, everyone, oh, you're all unique, you're unique beings. And it's like, man, I don't think we're that fucking special, to be honest. Like, yes, we all are unique people, but we can't put ourselves on a pedestal because we read X amount of books this year or done this podcast or spent that much on self-development. It's, I feel it's not about what happens in the spaces of the events and the men's work and the retreats when you climb the proverbial mountain. It's what comes to life when you walk down that mountain. What comes to life when you're in public at Woolworths, not on a 3.5 grand retreat.
Yeah.
Like who are you in Woolworths? Who
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you on a mine site
Mm-hmm.
when there's real life situations that happen, right?
When there's a lot of negativity, and then I've been doing it so long as well, it's like I'm a different person, but I can easily slip,
Yeah.
and my language changes, my you know what I mean, all those things. That's
Yeah.
really, and then yeah, that's a really really good point. It's, you can do all the work you want, but if you don't want to work on yourself, anyone can do a retreat and be like, oh, that was better than what I thought. But you could still be a cunt in your next relationship. You know, it's up to you if you want to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And I think, like we were saying before, about just kind of owning our failures, owning our flaws from previous relationships, that's massive, because you'd still get a lot of people, men and women, who'd be like, all her fault, all his fault. That fucking asshole, he did this, and then she'll get into that next relationship, or he will. It's going to be the exact same thing because they haven't had a look in the mirror.
It's huge, man. A lot of judgment or how we see the world is just how we see it, like internally.
Yeah, for sure.
If I think, oh, it's so miserable today. A lot of the time, I don't think the weather is miserable. I think we're miserable.
Mm.
When I saw a quote the other day, and it was when the TVs used to be black and white, the world was colorful, and now the screens are all colorful, but the world's black and white.
Interesting.
It's just perspective, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the weather's been absolutely insane here, but I think it's epic, bro. It's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Somebody might be like, "Oh, it's so miserable. We can't do anything. I can't go out." It's all perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel most of the time, the person who may perceive the weather as miserable may not be too happy and content on the inside.
Yeah, definitely. It's so important to change your story.
Exactly.
How you look at things, that's up to you.
Yeah, and having the conversations that help us change the story or change the perspective or impact or influence how we operate on the inside is massive.
For sure.
Because if you take 1% of what I shared today and I don't know, improve your life in some regard, like that's the gold nugget. That's what matters, right? The connection between this and the opportunity that can potentially come from it. That's the magic.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's how can we do more of that?
Yeah.
Like all the things that are working, just do more of that. All the things that aren't working so well, let's just kind of work through the weeds and just remove them slowly.
Yeah.
Step by step.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fun game.
Good
bro.
tip, for sure. Yeah, I love that. I was in, just a little side note, I was in my hot Pilates class I was telling you about, and 45 minutes into the hour, and you're just gassed, like it's so tough. And then the instructor was like doing this, and you're like mountain climbers, you know what I mean? That 20 seconds feels like about 20 minutes. And you're like, surely that's 20 seconds. But that's just, it's like a mental game. And then she said, smile as you're doing it, just threw that in there. And I was just like, smile, like I'm busting my ass. And then I just decided to do it. I was just like, man, that was just, it helped.
Yeah.
It's like if you, and like I'm angry and I'm pissed off and or whatever, or like I was doing that and I was smiling, or if you just try and get to the habit of walking around, having a smile, having gratitude, it just like change your life.
Yeah.
Like in the long scheme of things, if you changed your story, change that day, change that week, how you look at things, it's a fucking game changer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 20 years will go by. If you haven't, you know, if that's been your mindset all the time, it's everyone else's fault. It's not my fault. I don't have this. I don't have that. Why the fuck not? He got that. I didn't get it. It's like, like you said, it's all perspective. It's the way you look at things.
Yeah, I feel like it's the coolest thing that we've got the consciousness as fucking mammals.
Yeah.
To be able to do this.
Yeah.
Like perspective changes everything, man. And it's really sad that some people have to go through really challenging times to finally get that perspective.
Yeah.
It's like, so what a blessing it is to just read a book and then our lives can be changed, right? Some people have to go for decades of versions of trauma, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that's why every day we kind of, for me, it helps looking in the mirror. Okay, what needs to change today? What's not working today? Oh, you're feeling a bit shitty. Okay, well, fuck the gym, man. Just be a vegetable today. If that's what you need, then that's what you need. Other days it's like, no, you're being a bitch, Slade. You're being an absolute pussy. You could chuck another 20 kilos on that exercise and absolutely annihilate it. You know what I mean?
Is that hard for you to work out what the answer is, how you're feeling that day? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it hard for you to make that decision to be like, you deserve to sit on the couch all day or just chill?
I think I need to give myself, I think it's my gut feeling. I know exactly what I need. Sometimes I don't listen to it because it's hard.
Yeah, okay.
Like emotionally, it's like, emotionally I want to do that thing. I want to be a vegetable, but I know logically that, no, actually today I just need to go for a walk. Like I just need to achieve something. If I'm not achieving something in the day, then I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
So it's either something to do with health, with my mindset, with relationship, connecting with individuals, or make some money. Like it needs to, one of those things. Emotionally, it could be to chuck on a decent song. And if that is such a bad day that all I achieve is that, amazing. Or it's the complete opposite. It's like, okay, today we actually need to wake up on an R&R, but we're still waking up at 4, and we're going to do 4 hours of deep work in the morning. Then I got to go connect with somebody. We've got to do a podcast, and then go to the gym. We're going there for 2 hours and just absolutely annihilate your muscles. Like it's, if that's what needs to be done, it needs to be done. But I think it's giving myself grace when being disciplined with rest is probably my biggest flaw.
Me too.
Like actually being like, you're gonna rest, not sitting on the phone and scrolling or whatever. No, I don't know. Go for a walk. Like my coach he's got me to do steps. I need to do 7,500 steps a day. It's fucking boring, man.
Yeah.
But when I'm on site, I'll do 15,000, right? Because I'm doing the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Or we're doing cardio. I'm sitting on this bicycle yesterday for 15 minutes, bored out of my brain.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go for a skate or something.
Yeah.
So it's the finding a structure, finding the things that work to fill our cup up. There's no right or wrong way. And that's the thing. This everyone's opinions, including mine, just taken with a grain of salt. It's like,
yeah,
we've all got an operating procedure that can change. We get to choose how to run it. There's no one way is the only way.
Yeah, for sure. How do you feel, mate? You want to wrap it up? I have a feeling if it's okay with you, we're probably going to do this again some other time because I'd love to.
Definitely, bro.
It's been a really, really good chat.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah.
I think we could talk for too long. Our SD card will fill up or something, though.
Yeah, no, I think we've done well there. We've hit an hour, and then we'll reconnect again for sure. It's been really, really nice to meet you, bro. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the honesty and the shares.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
No worries, brother. Peace.
Peace.